Having issues getting your boat legal? Do you want to go from this to this?
Well, you've come to the right place. My name's Nicole, and if you're like me, you've spent some time and energy trying to get your boat legal. I'm making this video in hopes that someone finds this information helpful, because I know we did. There are 2 ways to do it here in the States, and I'm going to show you step-by-step instructions on how we got our 1968 Columbia sloop legalized. Ships over 25 feet and greater in size have the option between state or federal documentation of registration. First, you'll need to make a hard decision on what path you decide to take. Whether you're going to legalize it through the state or legalize it through the Coast Guard. There are many pros and cons to both, depending on your intention with the boat. Whether it's going to be commercial or recreational, you'll still need to make that decision first. If you have the title in hand and it's never been registered with the Coast Guard, you can just take it up to the DMV, no hassle, no problem. But what if you don't have a title? Or your boat's already been registered with the Coast Guard through someone else? What if you'd rather be registered through the state? Then this video's for you. Let's dive right in.
First thing I'm going to want you to do is go to your search bar and type in National Vessel Documentation Center, NVDC. Once you type that in, it'll take you to a page similar to mine. Make sure that you're clicking on the link that has MIL shown here. Once you do that, it'll bring you to a page that looks like this. There are a lot of duplicate pages, other websites that look very similar to this one. So if your page does not look just like this one, I'm going to need you to go back and make sure you're clicking on the right link. Once you're on the right page, you can see to the left here all these different options. One of the options are instructions and forms. I want you to click on that one. Here you will find instructions and forms, and depending on your specific situation, you'll click on what it is that you need in particular. So what I had needed was the deletion for documentation. So any of these that you see that pertains to you that you click on is going to give specific details for you on what to do next. So if you've never documented your vessel with the U.S. Coast Guard, you're going to want to do the initial vessel documentation. If you're doing an exchange or reinstating, even doing a redocument, those options are here for you. What I'm going to show you an example of is the deletion of documentation, because that's what we needed to get our vessel legal through the state. Okay, so when you're looking at this page, you're going to see what you need exactly to delete your vessel from documentation with the U.S. Coast Guard. They want a letter evidencing removal from documentation. They are going to charge a $15 fee for the letter request and an $8 per page filing fee, which I'll show you how to pay for that in a minute. Okay, so any form that you click on, you're probably going to have to write some kind of letter to them and also send in some form of payment. Go ahead and write them a cover letter with your name, the number of your boat if you have one, what you're asking for, and your address. After you've written your cover letter, you're going to want to follow through just restating your name, the official number of the boat, what exactly it is that you're asking for, and your address. It's important to put your address on these because that's where they're going to send any of the information they have back to you. Any documentation that they send you is going to be through the mail. You're going to want to make sure you put your address in there somewhere. Okay, now, if you go back to the page that shows you the forms, you will see a CG 7040 credit card form. Fill out the credit card form indicating the service you're requesting. Options and prices are mentioned in section L. The deletion letter was $15, and then there's an $8 per page filing fee as well. Finish up the following information, but leave this bottom part blank for the Coast Guard. Send in that credit card form and the letter you wrote along with your cover letter to this email. And the link to that email will be posted down below in the comment section as well. You should receive a confirmation email shortly after. But don't get discouraged if you get an email like this, submission not accepted. It may just be a simple format issue that you can fix. I had to change mine from the JPEG to the PDF format and send it back in. And about 5 days later, we received the document in the mail. We had to go up to the DMV, give them all of that information, and we were able to get a title through the DMV.
We got our boat done since ours. They were like, why did they take the title from you? They can't do that. I'm like, well, they did. I spent like 40 minutes just sitting there telling them what happened.
That's crazy.
While they dug through drawers and folders and all kinds of stuff, but we did it. It was
Yay!
$170, and it's ours till 2026 or something like that. 2024.
That's awesome,
A long
babe.
time.